Well, hi, and welcome again to our YouTube channel, Soaring Together. Today is our last full day here at the 2021 National Heavy Duty Truck Rally in Hutchinson, Kansas, here at the Kansas State Fairgrounds. Tomorrow we will have a group breakfast, and then everyone will be on their way to wherever they're going. So we're real excited about the rally. I know they said there were probably 60% that were newcomers. So everyone's learning a lot. We're just all having a good time together. And so let's get on to the good stuff.
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. It's ours to take and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
I'm Chris, and this is Joe.
Okay, and you're from?
Mansfield, Ohio.
And is this your first year to the rally?
First year to the rally, yes.
All right. Well, how did you hear about this rally?
We had a friend that
Yeah.
has a big truck, and he told us
Yeah.
Okay.
from Mansfield.
All right. Lots of good seminars here. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So how?
it's very, very educational for people that, or people that are thinking about getting into that,
Right. So how many years have you been RVing?
7 years.
7 years now.
Okay.
This
7
is
years.
This is what, their first year with the HDT then?
Yeah, first year
Okay.
was with the big truck.
So you got this big truck last year.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I started putting it together last year, yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us about the truck?
It's a 2003 Volvo VNL, a retired steel truck, and needed a lot of work. It used to be white, was completely taken apart and built up the way it is.
Yeah. So you don't haul. How do you bring? Do you have a toy hauler? How do you bring your bikes?
No, I put both the motorcycles right in the box. I got a 11-foot ramp door that folds out, and I just ride them right up in there.
All
The
right.
truck is our toy hauler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's a good idea. So are you full timing or?
No, we're semi-retired. Well, I retired 15 years ago, and I haven't missed a day's work since.
Some things you don't know until it does fail. We recently had a truck, the air compressor failed just like that. That isn't something typically, you're going to see fail at the miles that this particular truck was, but in this case it failed. You kind of get a sense that every truck has a personality, and after you've been around it a little bit, you start to learn, how well maintained that truck has been. Then you can start to anticipate, okay, well, if this is failing, then I'm probably going to have to do X, Y, and Z as well.
And that's why we say that sometimes it's smart to do things in phases. Don't build your ultimate body at the beginning. Live with the truck for a while, learn that truck and how it likes to, what its personality is, as Mark said. Get your repairs in there where you have a reliable truck. Now, once you're confident in that truck, now you can decide how much you want to put in to upgrading the truck and upfitting it.
Especially if you're budget minded.
Yeah, if your budget.
One of the first things I want to talk about is before you start full timing, the idea of how you're going to deal with things like banking. That first line up there, KYC AML. Show of hands. How many of you know what those 6 letters refer to? Oh. KYC stands for Know Your Customer, and AML is anti-money laundering. Those are two sets of regulations that apply to financial institutions that require them to know who they're dealing with and know that the money they're handling is not from nefarious sources.
And it's like, oh, this is so cool, we have water, electric, sewer. That's what we mean by full hookup. And then we have partial hookup. If we have just one of the big three, we call that partial hookup. And by the way, I have a spreadsheet, and I log all of our stays, what kind of camping it is, so we kind of get an idea of, you know, our mission profile, so we can put actual data and statistics behind it. Then there's dry camping. And for us, dry camping is when you're just unplugged. Okay, if there's a toilet or a vault toilet there, that's not boondocking to us, or if there's water available. And if there's water and if there's a dump station and water, as far as I'm concerned, that's full hookup. Because I can do laundry, I can do showers like normal, and we'll go into that. How do I do that without us moving our trailer all the time? Well, David's got the truck set up to where, for us, partial hookup or dry camping is the same thing as full hookups. And then there's the boondocking. That is when you are out.
It's not even really a protection, it's more of a double layer of alertness, right, to get you out so that you can take care of whatever you can take care of. Keep yourself away from the coach.
You said that lead acid battery banks were a problem.
Well, not necessarily.
The connections, but the battery's not a problem.
The problem with the lead acid battery is it off gases and it become explosive. So if you have a lead acid battery in a compartment with any kind of electrical stuff, you could have an explosion because of the off gassing if you're not vented correctly. All right, I want to touch on these fire extinguishers a little bit. Again, like I mentioned before, this is a powder, and you have to make sure it's not compressed. We started carrying these fire extinguishers because even if you install the propane and you have the no-touch automatic fire suppression propane system, you still need a few good fire extinguishers. This gentleman has 5. That's what we recommend, is that you have 5. This is a foam extinguisher. It's got a 22-second spray, and it wets the fire, so it cools the fire at the molecular level, kind of like the propane does. We recommend, like I said, 5. 1 by your bedside, 1 down by your door, 1 in an outside compartment so that when you escape your coach, you can grab it and have it handy. And then anywhere else in your coach that you think, you know, a kitchen is a good place, and even one in your tow car or your semi truck or whatever you're using.
So I'm here with Mark at the National HDT Rally, and tell us about your truck, Mark.
It's a 1997 Freightliner Classic. I drove it for 22 years as a company or as a owner-operator. It now has a rollback on it, so I can put a Toyota Tundra up on the rollback, and if I get to a campground that won't allow me to come in, I can drop the Tundra on the ground and pull the camper in. The truck's got almost 2 million miles on it. I've owned it and replaced all the parts, the rebuild and transmission twice, the rear ends twice. So me and old Blue have been around the world.
So she's your baby and you took care of her.
Right. So
then you said you put your truck back here?
yes. This is actually like a wrecker rollback, and it drops to the ground, and I drive the Tundra right up on it and strap it down and hook onto the camper, and off we go.
Well, I certainly enjoyed all of the interviews that I did with you all while we were there at the rally. There was one in particular that I'm sorry to say the video just did not turn out. I sat down one afternoon and talked with Donna and Carl Wagner. They are the organizers of the East Coast HDT Rally in Tennessee, and their friend Diane. And for some reason, you know, sometimes you just don't have the GoPro set right. My GoPro was set on a fast time lapse, so this video just did not turn out, but I wanted to apologize to them, and I wanted to let you all know that they do have the East Coast Rally. You can look that up online, and they are Donna and Carl Wagner, and they were beside of us there at the park, and we just enjoyed visiting with them some. So just wanted to apologize again for your video not turning out.
Analysis, last I heard, we did have 108 registrations. I think we had a couple of no-shows, but it was a record-breaking year for us. Oh, here we go. And so yes, it was a record-breaking year. I hope everybody got a record-breaking amount of information out of it. But that's kind of, I know that by the end of the week, like now, you know, people have questions, because not everything, I'm sure, not everything got answered throughout the week. Jack, you want to put on a headset and answer questions as well?
How many rigs?
How many rigs? I counted 67 in the picture. I didn't pull off the computer to see how many we actually had. I think there was about 3 or 4 didn't make it out for the picture. So I'm going to say we had 70 plus HDTs out here. You know, had a lot of LGTs as well. There were 25 smarts in the picture. Didn't count the people in the picture, but there's a bunch. So,
28 smarts.
but I've had a great time this week. I hope all of you have too.
Today on our way to Oklahoma to Rolling Retreats, and we are convoying with Jim and Kelly, Mike from Rolling Retreats, and Aaron and Tina.
Turn right on Santa Fe Street, then take the first left.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
What about all those right, left turns?
It's just testing out your suspension.
I said every town it was right, left, right, left.
You want to pull up in that empty slot up there? Okay.
I think